Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. I'd like to explain what we have in this exhibition. We have totally 215 objects from 5th to 19th century. Here is a terracotta warrior statue. There is only 2 complete pieces. Fortunately, we received this piece. He has a helmet and a shoulder guard and cuirass, have sword on the hip. Here is a cuirass and shoulder guard and helmet. Behind of this, you can see the straight blade. And in Japan, from 3rd to 10th century, sword was straight. Here is a straight blade. You can see a little bit. And from late 10th to early 11th century, we started to have curvature like this. From handle to the notch of the temper line. So Japanese sword have very special characteristics. So we use sand iron and melted by charcoal fire up to about 1,300 centigrade, sometimes 1,200 centigrades. So we will forge those steel about 15 or 16 times. It became about more than 1 million layers. And put the special clay and the charcoals, make the design of temper line. Then heat up about 800 centigrades, put it in water we call quenching. The carbon sentence joined to the between the clay and steel surface. So we call the quenching, so became the very strong curvature and temper lines. So this is the display of the late Edo period. This piece we call the oyore. Oyore has the horse cut here. This is good for the horse riding. This one's from the 14th century. It's very beautiful, almost untouched oyore from Kushibiki Shrine. You can see again horse skirt. This skirt will protect the hip and the legs while a samurai rides a horse. And here is the one pair of shoulder guard. So these complete suits of armor constructed more than 1,000 small scale, jointed together with silk as a doveskin. And when he went to battle, when he found his enemy is going to shoot him, he will protect on the left shoulder and the left helmet shoulders this way. So he can protect also the heel barb of the left shoulder guard, which means if arrows hit him, but arrow may not come through because if the warriors bracing this left shoulder guard, it is very cleverly designed. And this one we call the domaru style. This style, you can see, for front 3 skirts separate, and on the back 2 of each skirt, totally 7 skirts separated. This system is very good for the walking and running on the battlefield. And also, this helmet has the ridged helmet, but before before 14th centuries, you can see riveted helmet on top. So this one, see, you can see the ridged helmet. This one started from late 14th to 16th century. This style started from late 10th to 14th century. When you see this type of the helmet, you can see this one's not later than 14th century. And this is very interesting. You can see on the back it's open. This one's slightly smaller than this. This one's weared under the jacket. When samurai went to a meeting, he feel maybe tonight somebody will be attacked after meeting. He wear this one, under the jacket, like the Burwa stop. And these ones are very interesting. You can see construction is iron bars. About these ones are 10th layer of the irons jointed because in 1543, Portuguese brought matchlock gun to Japan. So once they have the more than 50 or 100 matchlock gun fire, so easily like this auditorium, all black smokes cannot see. But the commander, he on the show, don't worry, soldier, I'm still alive. This is a very good sign for the soldier. So he wears this armor on this painting, 17th century painting, but armor is the late 16th to early 17th century. This is one of the most famous warrior for the Tokugawa Ieyasu. Tokugawa Ieyasu founded Tokugawa shogunation late 16th century. It's actually 1603. This is very interesting. You can see same horn on the helmet of this. So this is a very small armor we call warabeyoroi. In Japan, when 13 years old, the son of the samurai became 13 years old, we call genfukushiki, became the adult. So he is about the 7th generation later than ancestor. He copied this helmet. It is traditional way. See? And this is very interesting. The 1548, the Portuguese, 1543, Portuguese brought the matchlock gun. Also, we changed the protection system, which means this cuirass and helmet imported from Europe. It is good for the protection of the gun shoot. See, this one's a beautiful helmet from 13th century. You can see rivet. If you see like this rivet, this is not later than 14th century. You can find out period, exactly period. See, this one's also no rivet. This one's reached. This one started from late 14th century to 16th century, mainly used. So this one's again for the reason of the black smoke from the gunfight. On the top of the helmet, there is the special tatemono. We call this sign tatemono, Mantis. So Mantis is always go, never back. So samurai warrior likes like that way. Sometimes they put it the dragon flight. Again, same means dragon flights always go. So this is very interesting blade. This is, you can see the straight blade, and this one have the double edge, we call ken. So this is from 5th century. We excavated 1873, untouched object. So in 1873, we found the Emperor Meiji. Immediately, he took these ones and gave it to the Imperial Museum. So Bashford Dean is our founder of the Arms and Armor Department. He was in Japan. Japanese government was planned for special, make special wing for the coronation of the Emperor Taisho. So the government of Japan cannot find out the Egyptian and Greek and Romans. Bashford Dean had those objects. Government asked him to exchange, but he said, I'm a good friend of the Met. I'll give to the Met to exchange between Met to the Imperial Museum would do. But one condition, I will choose object which go to the Met. He chosen this one, this piece. In 1965, Japanese government designated as national treasures entire more than 200 pieces from that tomb. We are lucky. Only one national treasure outside of Japan. If this is still in Japan, we may not bring out. So lucky to, thanks to the Dr. Bashford Dean. So this one's also the straight blade. This is 8th century. And you can see this one's beautiful, very beautiful curvature, especially around here. This one's by Sanjo Munechika about the 11th centuries. Our sword started curvature from late 10th to early 11th century. This is one of the oldest signed piece. And this giant sword, it's reach from here to here, 126 centimeters. During the Nambokucho period, we started foot battles. Many foot soldiers wear like this long sword. But during the late 16th centuries, we cut partially from here up to here, cut up, because this is too long to wear. This type of the sword weared by edge down, we call the touch style, slang sword. This type we call edge up. You can see with sash to wear. You can see many of the Kurosawa's movie. So this one, see, edge down and two belt hung around the hip. This one's long and short sword. Pair of swords started middle of the 16th centuries. Edge up, those katana style weared with sash. So this one of the most beautiful decorative ceremonial mounting made by the Tokugawa Ieyasu, given to his son, Owari Tokugawa, Yoshinobu. So the completely solid gold and beautifully done by lacquer and cloisonné and glass. So this is the very beautiful piece of the sword. Sword guard we call Suba. This one's 15th century made by the swordsmith. And this one you familiar, this pierced sword guard. It's like the Rosario, influence of the Christianity to the Japan. So here is also the beautiful pierced tsuba, all 17th century. Pine trees and plum tree. This is a sui cucumber made by the Miyamoto Musashi, very famous warrior at the time. And this is very interesting, very sharply engraved hawk. And he caught the monkey. So monkey is saying to the hawk, please forgive me. I promise you, no more monkey business. So thank you for coming to see our exhibition. May I introduce Mr. Victor Harris.